Alright, good afternoon guys. This is the tutorial on how to import data into an Access database from Excel. Now this is the file, your Access database that you guys should be working with, and note that I've already created the client table here as instructed in your guys' assignment. Now one thing to note here is that this client number field, let me click in here. Note that it says new. And I try to type something in here and nothing works. That's because this field is automatically populated whenever I start typing data in for last name, first name, and everything else. It automatically assigns a client number. So as I look at my data here in Excel, and I'm looking at the clients table, I can see that I have a client number here. Well, that's not going to work for me when I import it into Access because this client number is going to be automatically assigned. So what I have to do very first thing is to prepare my data for importing into Access. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to take this client number table, the client number column here in my Excel spreadsheet, and I'm going to get rid of it. So now I have last name, first name, address, city, state, client phone, and emergency phone. Those fields that I can actually import into Access. So once I do that, I'm going to save this and close it up. Now I'm going to go to my table here in Access, and I'm going to choose the External Data tab. I'm going to say Import Excel. And it's going to ask me, hey, where is your Excel file? So I'm going to click on the Browse button, and I saved mine on my desktop. So I'm going to go over to Desktop, and I'm going to find my Koko file, Koko 4. There it is. Open. And what I want to do is I don't want to create a new table. I don't want to link any tables. I want to append a copy of the records to the table, which means basically, hey, what I want to do is insert a copy of these records. It'll give me all the different tables I have here, but I want to add them into my client table. So I'm going to click OK. Now it's going to tell me that I have to close the table, so I don't want to save changes and close them. I'll choose Yes. And it brings me to the Import Spreadsheet wizard. Now my spreadsheet had two different tabs, two different worksheets. I had the client and I had the pet. I want to import my client tab into my client table, and you can see here that here's some of the sample data that we had. I'll click on Next, and it'll say, okay, look, this is last name, first name, all that looks pretty good. It looks like the data headers match the data that I have. So I'm going to click Next, and I'm going to import it into the client table, which is correct, and click Finish. I don't care about saving the import steps. I'm going to click Close. Now when I open up my client table, the client number has automatically been populated because that's an auto number, and all the other fields have data in them. So I've successfully imported that data. So I'm going to close up my client table, and I want to do the same thing for the pet data. And as you can see here, I've already created my pet table. And in this table, pet number is not an auto number field. See, I can type anything I want in there. I'm going to click on Import External Data again, Excel. I'm going to go back to my Browse. I'm going to choose Koko 4. Open. I want to append a copy of the records to the table, but this time I want to append it to the pet table. So I'll choose Pet. OK. Yes, I'll go ahead and save it and close. And when I get to the spreadsheet wizard here, I'm not going to choose client data, but I'm going to choose pet data. You can see now I have the pet number, pet name, client number, and all those good things. I click Next. I click Next, I click Finish, and oh no, it says field P no doesn't exist in table pet. Well, apparently I did not fix my data. So I have to make the field names in the Excel spreadsheet match the field names in the Access database. So I'm going to click OK. OK. I'm going to finish up. And I'm going to go to my Excel spreadsheet now. Click here. And open that up. I'm going to go to the pet. And here I have all these different fields. I want to make sure that these fields match exactly the fields I have in my Access database. So let me look at my pet table. I have pet number, pet name, client number, walker number, quoted price, walk time code, enrollment date, and comments. Let's see what I have here in my Excel. Comments, enrollment date, walk time, well that needs to be walk time code. So that's fixed. Enrollment date looks fine. Quoted price looks fine. Walker number. Oh, this needs to be client number. Pet name's fine, and this needs to be changed to pet number. Let's take a look here. Pet no, pet name, client number, walker number, quoted price, walk time code, enrollment date. Everything else here looks pretty good now. So we should be able to save this and import it with no problem. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to close the pet table. Yes, I want to save the changes. Click Excel. Click Browse. Koko 4. Append to the pet table. OK. Choose the Pet tab. Click Next. Looks like we're pretty good there. Click Next. Import to Table Pet. OK. Finish. Close. And when I open my pet table, I've got data there. So that is how we import data from Excel into Access. All right. Good luck, guys.